This is an original made in the USA Shure SM7, and it was released in 1973. That means that in 2023, this microphone is 50 years old. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to Podcastage. This is an incredibly special day because we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the SM7b, which just so happens to be one of my all-time favorite microphones. In order to do that, I am unboxing and sharing with you the 50th anniversary signature edition of this mic. And full disclosure, this was sent to me by Shure, but because I can't accept gifts and this mic isn't for sale, the compromise that we came up with is that I would donate the value of this microphone to a charity that Shure officially sponsors, so I will have that up on screen to show that I have done that, and I will link the charity in the description in case you want to read up on them. Let's start with a little bit of history. In 1959, the Unidyne 3 microphone element was released, and this is the element that would be the basis for the SM5 and the SM7. In 1964, two things happened. The Unidyne 3 element was patented, and the SM5 was released. However, the SM5 is a big chungus of a microphone and people wanted something smaller, so Shure worked on developing the SM7, which came out in 1973. The mic remained unchanged up through 1999, where they improved the humbucking coil and released the SM7A. Then in 2001, they released the SM7b, which was identical to the 7A. They just included the big fat foam windscreen to make it look a bit closer to that SM5, which I think they accomplished quite nicely. Let's talk about what comes in the box. Normally, I ignore the box, but this has such nice artwork of Shure's history on it that I want to show you all the sides. Feel free to pause it if you want to get a closer look. Inside that box, you'll find the standard documentation that comes with every SM7b, but it also comes with a fantastic print of the art that is on the box that shows the history of Shure. I will go ahead and have a high-res capture of this in case you want to get a closer look at it. It is awesome art. Then you'll get 5 different panels to cover the filters on the rear of the microphone with different historical logos from Shure's past, so you can choose which one you like the look of the best. You also get 2 additional sets of nuts with different Shure logos. You have the modern and the vintage logo. You will of course get the big fat foam windscreen because it is an SM7b. You'll get the 5/8 to 3/8 inch microphone stand adapter, the standard Velcro Shure cable tie, and then we have the star of the show, the actual microphone. And there are a few differences between the 50th anniversary and the stock SM7b. First one being the nuts. On the nuts, it is printed 50 years, so you know it is the 50th anniversary, and on the side, it has the signature of S.N. Shure, who is the founder of Shure, and it says Signature Edition SM7b. But as far as the internals and the functionality of the microphone, the 50th anniversary edition is identical to the 7B that you can buy off the shelf. Now I want to share why the SM7b is so important to me personally, and when it comes down to it, this microphone is kind of responsible for this channel existing. Back on the 2nd of January 2015, I gave up drinking, and with that decision, my social life kind of dried up, and I really struggled with that, so in order to cope, I decided to start a podcast where I scream into the ether to work through everything, and I just used the equipment that I had, and that was an SM58. After a couple of months, I wanted to upgrade my microphone, so I headed over to YouTube and started typing in microphone names to find demos and tests and reviews, but I couldn't find the information that I was looking for, and lucky for me, my roommate at the time, Luke, ran a studio, and he let me borrow the SM7b, and I fell in love with it. So a few months of borrowing that, I remember going into Guitar Center and plopping down the most money I had ever spent on anything other than a guitar, and I bought this specific SM7b. So had I not wanted to upgrade to this microphone, or had I found the information I was looking for, this channel wouldn't exist, because that's why I started it. I couldn't find what I was looking for. I had a basic understanding of recording, so I thought I'll go ahead and make the video sharing information and demos and tests that I wanted. And if it wasn't for this YouTube channel giving me a sense of purpose and developing such an amazing community that kept me so busy, I don't think that date of January 2nd, 2015 would hold any value, any history to me. It would have been long gone. And that all started because of a microphone. That's why this thing is so important to me. Why am I getting emotional about a microphone? I'm such a douche. In conclusion, you may love the SM7b or you may hate the SM7b, but I think it's undeniable the mark that this microphone has had on recording because we're still using it 50 years later, and it is very rare that you find any item that is around 50 years after its introduction. So I want to send Shure a huge congratulations on the 50th anniversary of the SM7. Thank you for making one of my all-time favorite microphones. Thank you for unwittingly playing a part in me starting this channel, and a huge thank you for allowing me to share this amazing experience with the YouTube community. I am sure that nobody out there is going to mock me for getting emotional over a microphone. I know it's silly, but this thing has just played such an important part in my life. I have no idea how to end this video because this microphone isn't for sale, so I can't say, hey, go buy it if you love it. There are only 50 of them that Shure is giving away. I would ask only enter if you absolutely love the SM7b. I asked for a non-tracking link. I will include that in the description. And if I see anybody flipping this microphone, so help me God, I will lose my mind. I will lose it. And I want to be abundantly clear. I was not paid to make this video. I just love this microphone so much. If you've watched this channel for any amount of time, if you're in my Discord, if you know me personally, you know that the SM7b is kind of a personality trait at this point. It's a problem. So when I heard about this addition, I jumped at the opportunity, and I think that the compromise we came up with was fair. I know this is quite different from the regular content, and next week I'll be back with a regularly scheduled and regularly formatted type of video. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying this special edition with me because I was so excited about this thing. I will talk to you next week. Bye.